Hello, guerreras and guerreros. This is Laura.
Alex.
And Yesenia.
And today we have an exciting episode to close off our Japan 2-week trip, which is DisneySea. So with that being said,
let's get this show on the road.
All right, everyone. So we have volcanic thrills that we're going to share with you all with all these cool rides that we rode. We also have other items to share, like Rapunzel's new ride that we were able to get into.
Magical.
And it was so magical. And then everything else that we experienced during our Japan trip. So we're excited to get started with it. So first things first, I know I had been to DisneySea, as you all know, that I lived there for 2 years, but it was the first time that me and my sisters were able to enjoy it together. So I want to ask them, what was your first impressions? What was your first reactions? DisneySea is a one-of-a-kind theme park. Not even outside of Disney, it's the only one that is specifically called DisneySea. So it's very special to Japan only. So please tell me, what do you guys feel?
So when I first went in, right away my eyes went into the big globe.
Oh,
the big globe with the big waterfall.
Beginning. Yeah.
Yeah, and obviously I had to take photo ops there, so we took photo ops. That's the first thing that we did. And with the girls, my little nieces had princess dresses, so we were excited to get in there, and that was our first intro, like that big what is it?
World, like a rotating world.
Yeah.
And the reason for that is because, like I said, it's very unique, it's very special, it's the only one in the world, and the reason for that is it's actually a little bit different than Disneyland and all the Disneylands where they're owned by Disney. So this one, it's actually investors that came together to create this land, and then they partnered with Disney to call it Disney. So that's why they have so much more room to be creative. So every part of the park is a different world. So that's why we have the sea, and then we have like the Aladdin world. So they're really trying to bring to life the natural elements. So that's why this theme park was so unique to anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
Yes, that's I think what was more like very iconic, like Yesenia says. And of course the kids' reactions. I cannot stop telling you all, once you're a parent, that's like all you live for, is seeing your kids' face light up when they see something so magical. And just the characters, right from the beginning, Jasmine comes up, and my little niece has her little autograph book, gets an autograph right away. The princess is so sweet that there's nobody, trampling on you, trying to take your spot to take the photo. It's very quick, very efficient. Everyone's so friendly. Everyone is just, having a great time.
They're so respectful. It's Japan, so Japan is very structured. So everyone waits their turn. Nobody overcrowds you. No one is trying to get in front of you because everyone is very respectful of space. So they give you the time, and they also know, like, especially for the foreigners, normally, like, we're traveling from very far, so they're very considerate too of like understanding, like, oh, this is really special to them, so they make it even more special.
Yeah,
so I loved it. Absolutely.
Now when we entered the fantasy, is that the name?
Fantasy Springs. So I have to tell them because I haven't told them yet. So this area was so special. Fantasy Springs, it's a brand new open area that is in DisneySea, but you cannot go in, like, you can't even pay your way in to go in, like in America, where whoever pays the most gets in the rides, or the first come first serve. This one is interesting. It's a raffle, so everyone wants to go into this new area. So as soon as we ran into the park, me and my husband got in the apps and we entered the raffle, and we got into this super special place that it's raffle only. And it was so funny because him and I are hopping, and we're like, we got in. We couldn't get in before. Like, him and I have tried before and we couldn't get in. So it was so many of us. So we were shocked that all of us could get in. And we're jumping, and everyone's like, what's going on? And we're like, we got into to Fantasy Springs. And they're like, okay.
Yeah.
Because they didn't know that it was like a brand new theme park.
Yeah, come to find
area.
out, people were waiting outside at like 3 a.m. in the morning trying to get into this one park. And so we were just like really like
lucky girl syndrome.
Lucky girl syndrome.
I didn't know how lucky girl we were until I was waiting in the entrance area for the girls to change back to their casual fit. So we were there waiting by the entrance area. When people would come in, they would literally like do backflips, front flips of how excited they were. They would like run like Naruto run, like to the area.
To the entrance.
Yeah.
People were so excited.
I was like, oh my gosh, people are so excited to be here, and I've been here for a while now. So.
Yeah. and Ale too, like she was telling me she was in a ride underneath the sea, do you remember? Like,
yes.
In a submarine.
Yeah, it was.
And you were like, the people were just saying how they waited for hours and they couldn't go in.
Yes, and she was telling me how lucky we were. She's like, you really got to go to the new Rapunzel ride? You guys are so lucky. I really, really tried, but, it didn't work out for me, and we've been waiting for hours, so you guys are really, really lucky. You have no idea. And so that's when I came out of the submarine ride and told Laura, like, wow, now I understand why you guys were so excited, because not only did they get into the park, you want to tell them the next part you guys got, Lucky Girl Syndrome?
We were able to do the Rapunzel ride, and that is super special. Like,
I want to talk about that one.
It's a brand new one that had just come out at the time. Not everyone had gone through it, and we were so lucky. Not only did we get into Fantasy Springs, but we were able to get the ride. Mm-hmm. So the ride that everybody wanted with the lanterns. Mm-hmm. It was such a magical moment. It was like you just seen the lanterns floating around. And we have, of course, videos so we can show you all so you can live in the moment. But just being there and thinking, like, how lucky are we that we're one of the first people to see this was so special.
Yeah, so the ride was called Rapunzel's Lantern Festival, and it is in the Rapunzel's Forest area at the Fantasy Springs in Tokyo DisneySea. Mm-hmm. And then the ride is about 5 minutes long. We get into these gondolas, and it's just an immersive experience from there. We got front row seats, which we got so lucky that my family got to go on the same gondola, and then not only that, but we were on the very front row, so you didn't have anybody's head while you're trying to record or anything. And so you just go into darkness, and then you see the immersive experience from there.
Which is the lanterns up in the sky,
floating in the dark. It was just the music, everything you're feeling like as if you're actually inside of the movie. So my kids' eyes were like wide opened, and they were just in awe of, like, even the animatronics. They look so realistic too.
Yeah, and I forgot to say that was one where we were able to get the fast pass. So there was a long line and we didn't have to wait.
Oh, that's true.
We just kept skipping everyone. I felt a little bit guilty, but at the same time not, because I was just so happy that we were able to go. And I was like, oh my god, like, we are so lucky. We got into this place, we got into the fast lane, and we don't have to wait forever.
Also, like, getting into the fantasy park, it's so iconic because, do you guys remember what is it called? Like, the structures of, like, Pocahontas on the rock?
It was like a statue, but not statues because they were part of, like, a forest. Do you remember?
It
had like the faces, kind of like Mount Rushmore, where they have like the mountain is carved out of faces. That's kind of how it is there. So that's where you walk in and you see Pocahontas, and you just get this feeling of like, I'm about to enter a new world.
Yes.
And it was so cool and misty, like it was like full of like water.
So exciting. Stuff. And especially we got photos too with the animatronic Rapunzel in her tower. Like the kids were just screaming, "Mom, Mom, she's up there, she's up there!"
Yeah. But she was singing.
Yes, she was singing.
Yeah. And it was so realistic. Like me, like I'm like, oh my gosh, is that the real girl? Like, because it was so realistic. But it's a robot singing.
But it's so real, which is why a lot of people were like looking forward to it. And she's on top of that tower,
and her facial expressions and everything.
Yeah, and they move like it's one of those like higher technology rides that they look very realistic. So I remember that, and also I don't think we mentioned, but our daughters wore my sister's daughter wore Aurora princess dress, and my Lily wore a Belle's dress, a yellow dress. So it was really special because in that area, I actually was able to bump into Aurora and Cinderella. And we had never, ever been able to bump into Aurora before. Oh, yeah. So in all of the times that we've gone to Disney, we had never seen her. So that was the first time that like Lily was able to take a picture with her, and with Cinderella too. So that was really special because normally you don't have the princesses all in the same place. So the fact that they were all in the same place and Lily was just like bouncing from one section to another, that was really lucky, because we shouldn't have been able to do that like as much as we did. So that whole area was Lucky Girl Syndrome to start off the day. Us getting those tickets was a sweet surprise that we didn't think would happen, but it was, again, like just everything working out perfectly for us.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. No, I highly recommend it, guys. Even if you go with your boo, it's such a like a romantic experience to go through that specific ride, the Rapunzel ride, and just seeing the floating lanterns, it was just, again, I think the word is just magical and immersive.
It was.
So,
and that was just like I said, like one of the beginning, like cherry on tops to start off. But then we also had the ride that I remember a lot, because even though I was in Japan for a while, like for the 2 years, and I had gone to Disney multiple times, I have never been able to ride on the Journey of the Center of the Earth. So that ride, Lily has never been tall enough to ride it. So when we went, she grew. So she was finally able to ride it. So I was able to finally ride it. This ride for the first time with you guys.
Yeah.
And it's super cool. You go into like a dark cave. Again, so I forgot to mention, like every Disney park has a central iconic structure to it. So for DisneySea, that iconic structure is a volcano. Normally for Disneyland, it's like Cinderella's castle or a castle, but for this one, it was a volcano. So you are able to go inside that volcano, and there's a ride. And so that's what this ride is Journey to the Center of the Earth. And then it takes you through this black like mining cave with all of these colorful gems, and then you get to the end and there's this huge monster. And the ride for the most part is very slow until the very end. It just like speeds up and it shoots you out, and you're in a cave, and then all of a sudden you're out of the cave and you can see out at the sky. And then there's like this ball of fire, and then it just like slows down again. It was so cool. I don't like roller coasters at all, but that was one of the best memories of a roller coaster that I had, like laughing so hard at how fast it went, and then it just stopped really fast too. It was like super awesome. So I would say for me, that was my favorite ride that day with you all.
Yeah.
Like experiencing that was so cool.
Yeah, that was such a cool ride. But also my favorite one was let me know if I'm pronouncing it right, the Fear of Terror.
Oh, the Tower of Terror.
Okay, yes, that one was my favorite one.
Yeah.
I like when you're going inside the building is like a creepy castle.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you're in the building, it's like spooky vibes, like a haunted house.
Like a haunted house.
A haunted house vibes. And then even from the very beginning, as soon as you enter the building, it's like a whole experience of like spookiness.
Yeah.
And then we finally get in line, and when you're waiting in line, it doesn't even feel like you're waiting in line because there's so many things going on. It's like a story from the moment you get there.
Mm-hmm.
And then sure enough, the Tower of Terror, you basically go into there's a story behind it.
Yeah, there's
Do you
this.
remember the story?
I actually can't remember the story.
Something about the elevator being haunted or something like that.
Then you go up the elevator.
Yeah.
And then that's where you go into the ride.
And then the elevator just goes all the way up.
Uh-huh.
And
it drops.
It's a drop.
It's a big drop.
Yeah, it's like a whoom, and then it's another whoom, and then like I think it's a second drop that you can literally see outside.
Yeah.
Do you
Yes.
guys remember that?
The first, well, both of them.
Oh yeah,
it's
I can't remember.
It's two drops. Like
Uh-huh.
so, you're at the very peak. You're like on top of the, let's say, the hotel, the building.
Yeah.
And then you can see like literally outside, like the whole.
Yeah, it is so
the whole
cool.
building. Yeah, the whole park.
And we went at night, right? Was it at night or
No,
during the day?
It was during the day.
But inside was super darky, spooky vibes.
Yeah, and I have a picture of that, by the way, when we did the drop.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, that's so funny. We should
I need
share
to
it with
post it.
them.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
yes,
need
yes,
to
yes.
post it. Everyone was looking scared
Shitting?
except Lily. Lily was laughing. Like Lily's
Oh,
face was like cracking up. Like
I remember.
Guys, she was like 4 years old, and she was
Yeah.
not afraid to ride any
No,
of the
she
rides.
loves them all.
I feel like I was more afraid than her.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
she was excited to get in on every ride, and I
Yeah.
was
So
shook.
the reason why I remember that ride is because Cami was always next to me during all the rides. I was always next to Cami, but this time Lily wanted to be next to me, and I was like, oh my gosh, like she wants to be next to me.
Uh-huh.
And then so it was me, Lily, and then you, and then I just feel myself like, you know, the ride's
Flowing
going up,
up,
going up, and I'm like, okay, girl, I'm gonna I let go of her hand, and I'm like, I tightened my seat. Yeah, I tightened. Yeah, and then she goes like give me your hand. So then I had to like.
Get brave.
Yeah, like I'm like, okay, I can't like be scared. I need to show her that we're having fun. So I like hold her hand, and then it's the peak, and then we get the big drop, and so I'm still holding her hand. And then I remember like there's like a spark of light, and then we just me and you make eye contact, and we're like scared, but then Lily looks up to us, and they were like smile, like we're like having fun, and then again back to darkness. And like we would scream.
Yeah, we were like, we're brave for her, and then we were like back to being scared again.
Yeah, so like that's the reason why I remember that, right? It's because like she was so brave.
Yeah, she loves those
and
rides.
I was masking me being scared.
This girl has been to Disney since she was 2 years old, so she is like she loves all the roller. She has no fear. Like she doesn't know like something could go wrong because nothing has ever gone wrong. So she's like fearless, and I love it that she was taller so we could go on those rides, because in the past she would try to go with her dad and she couldn't go, so she was embracing like being a part of like the big kids,
and I would see other little kids on the ride, and I'm like, okay, if they're here, I should be having fun too.
No, but let's tell them about the Ariel's adventure.
Oh, that one is so special. So what did you guys think of that? Because I was like, you guys need to go. I can sense that you guys were wearing out because it's really hot outside, and I was like, we need a place to cool down. I think Ariel's place is going to be perfect, but I can sense that you guys were not convinced. You're like, maybe.
Yeah, well, to me it kind of gave like an eye roll when Laura pitched that because it looked like kid like a kids play area.
Yeah,
I was like, girl,
like a playground. It does.
It did look like a playground. Actually. But then when I got in there, girls, I was like all in love.
Yeah,
I was like running around. There's like this, like it's like a sea vibes, land vibes.
So that's very unique too. That's the only thing in the world from Disney that looks like that. It's like a whole vibe, and it's Ariel's grotto. So grotto is, in the movie, the place that she finds all the human stuff, and then she like puts it in like this room in the sea. That's where we went. I took them to the grotto. I'm like, you guys need to go see Ariel's grotto. It is just you feel like you're Ariel, like that you're seeing all the stuff that Ariel has. It's
I was like
human size,
literally pretending like I was swimming, but I was like literally walking around the little areas, because it's really it was really big for like us adults to walk around there. And I feel like I got lost in one part. And I was like running. I was like running. I'm like, I had way too much fun. I
don't know where I am. Because it's a maze, and then you could also go to Ursula's cave.
Oh, yes. So like the walls shimmer. There's like underwater. Even bubbles are floating around in the air. Like you hear the soft singing part, right? Like part of your world.
Oh yeah.
I felt like it was everything. I think they hit on like all your sensory senses. That's
for sure.
I need all 5 senses.
It was so cool.
And in her little land, there's also rides in her area too. And we went into this like jellyfish ride.
Oh yeah, so that's a surprise. So they were like all like, I took them to the grotto, but there's rides there too. Yeah. But it looks from the outside, it looks kind of small, right? I think that's what you guys were thinking. Like, this is
girl, this is like a kitty girl area.
Yeah, and I was like, no, it's like a whole vibe. It's darkness, even though it's super sweaty, it's super like hot outside. You go in, it's air conditioned, it's dark, it's it's not gloomy. It's like you're under
misty,
the sea,
and there's like a lot of mist that makes it a lot more fresher.
And then we went on the jellyfish.
All
of us partnered in 2, so it was like the girly time because the girls were together. So it was me and Lily, and then Cami and Ale, and then Yessie was by herself.
She
was loving it though. I have a picture of her in the jellyfish, and she's just there living her like best life.
So
going up and down all slow.
So the ride, it's like like up and down ride, but it's like movement at the same time. And yeah, I was by myself, but I did enjoy it.
Yeah, you looked like you were having the best time, and I was like, look at the Yessie, and then me and Lily would like wave at her.
Yeah.
And then we also got into another ride
The snail ride.
That one was so fun. That one was outside. We went into a roller coaster ride, and then the snail ride.
Oh, yeah.
The snail ride kind of turns you around and goes up and down in a circle. So it was fun because we could see each other and we could record each other when it would turn around and we would face each other. Then I would record them and I would like look at how they're having fun. And then my snail would turn around and then I would record Ale with Cami. So we were recording each other. It was so fun.
So it's a roller coaster going in circles. There's the
blowfish balloon race, like a spinner balloon ride. And then the one that I think you guys are talking about is that Scuttle Scooters. Because they would spin around.
Yes.
Yes. Scuttle Scooters. I didn't know that's what it was called. Scuttle Scooters.
And we also did the Flounders Flying Fish Coaster, too.
I don't remember that one.
And for sure we did the jumping jellyfish. Oh,
yeah.
Because,
that was a solo one.
And the roller coaster was so cool. It's perfect for little kids and for me because I hate roller coasters. So I feel like that is my perfect roller coaster where it has a little bit of speed and it's just short. Yeah. And that's what I loved. It doesn't have any big heavy drops, so I was loving it. When I get nervous, I laugh a lot, so Lily loves it when I go in a roller coaster with her because she says, Mom, you just don't stop laughing, but I'm nervous, so I'm like, all the way. So that one was fast, but it was short, so I was able to get over it quickly. I was like, okay, next.
No, everything I think, like Yesenia says, it just felt like you were in the movie, I guess, like inside of it. Because even seeing Ursula, like you go from one experience to the other, and even her little section was like a whole vibe all in itself.
Yeah, so I think my advice for the listeners, if you see the castle, like Ariel's castle from the outside, go in. Because a lot of adults may feel like, oh, this is just a kiddie thing, and it's like very small, but it's not. It's really fun, and they also sell ice cream inside. So if you want to take a break, they have like a picnic area in the very back where you can just like have a little mat, relax indoors in the air condition with a little ice cream.
And then my other highlight was the Jasmine Land.
Oh, so and that one was right next to the Ariel place. So when we got out of the Ariel's castle, we walked to Aladdin's area. Okay. So Aladdin and Jasmine, they were. I don't know if we saw them, but we saw Jasmine for sure in the beginning. But we went into the carousel. There was a 2-story carousel that they have in that Aladdin area. Oh, yeah. And we ran to the one upstairs.
Literally no one was there.
Yeah, no one was there. There was no line. It was so fun. I have a picture of Ale giving me the peace sign like if she's a child.
Yes, healing my inner child. I was like, oh my gosh, all huge and like just living my best life in the moment.
It was perfect. It was so fun. We need to frame that picture because it's actually a very good picture of you. And then... we went on the carousel, no lines, and then we also took a break inside. Inside, it's all themed. That's the best way I can describe it, and that's what DisneySea makes it so special. It's very themed. So a lot of people compare DisneySea to the quality of theming that Universal does. So Universal is also very well themed. So they say it's kind of like that, and then every ride you go in, it's like they go all out. Like there was another ride, I think maybe that was the center of the universe, like getting into it, it's like mountains, like you feel you're in the Grand Canyon, like it's just like so huge, it's like overdone, like it's amazing.
Yeah, what land were we on when Ale talked about the submarine ride?
I don't even know.
It was like Pirates, I think, like maybe Pirates. I can't remember, but
and Pirates. Johnny Depp is in DisneySea too. So
I think it might be that ride.
Yeah, there was a submarine one that we went to. That one was slower paced, and it kind of takes you through underneath the water.
Yeah,
that one's cool too. But it's definitely not like a fast roller coaster thrill, right? It's more like relaxing in the AC.
Yeah,
that one was really fun too. And then, what else?
Yeah, for sure, take your little fan, though, because I'm one of those that gets, like, a little claustrophobic. So, for sure, a little fan, like, helped me when it would get too hot. it helped me for sure.
Yeah, that's true. Because especially if you go in the summer, Japan's summers are very humid. So it's kind of like Florida. If you have gone to Disney World there, it's very humid. It's very similar. Very, very hot. Especially in the June, July, and August timing.
Yeah, so we stayed there all the way to the nighttime when we were able to see, you know how we talked about the parades? Well, in DisneySea, they have boat parades.
Yeah, they have the end of the night, the end of the show is these huge, crazy boats that are so beautiful, full of lights, and it's so special. Again, I keep saying this, but it's because DisneySea truly is very unique in Japan. And they have their show is on the water, so you just see all of the characters floating through the water. Everyone is enjoying it. You can hear the music. You feel immersed in the experience. And then what's really special is that they have these
projection mapping where it like projects on the wall
of the building. So the building is kind of like a square, but without one of the edges. I don't know how to describe it, but it's kind of like closed off. So imagine a square, but without one of the like edges closed off. So it's like that, and then the projection is in the back of you or on the sides of you. So you're immersed in it because, for example, if it's Coco, which I have a lot of videos on that one, we're loving it, right? Because we're Latinas and we're just seeing Coco there being projected like skulls in the building. Yes,
and everything is like storytelling. So there's a story behind each scene. So there's it's very cinematic. I think that's what it is. Like very cinematic experience. And then you have obviously the laser lights, the projection, and the music that goes along with everything. So you're literally in awe of everything that is happening.
Yeah, my Lily was jamming out to the Coco one. I think Yesenia gave a grito. I'm not sure if I have a video on that, but I need to go back and check. But I think she was giving her Mexican grito in the Coco.
Yeah, I got so inspired. I felt so lucky to be there. And then Coco, well, they were doing gritos too, so I had to show mine off.
Yeah, that's right. Coco was doing their own gritos, and then we did it too. And then I saw you else's eyes again. They were glossy because you guys were in the moment, and I loved it.
Oh yes, I wanted to cry. I was like, oh my gosh, this is healing my inner child.
My eyes got glossy too because I was looking at you guys.
The cool part about Disney, the parades, the boat parade, was that their backdrop they used the volcano as a prop.
Oh yeah, in the volcano they also projected stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
So like everything was used.
Yeah.
From the volcano to the buildings, like you're really immersed in everything.
Yeah, in the whole thing.
The whole park stops.
Yeah.
Just to watch the parade.
Yeah, and there's fire. Like, it was so cool.
Oh,
like
yeah. That's
volcano.
Why the volcano was used as a prop.
Yeah, the volcano literally, because I don't know if
it erupts sometimes.
Yeah, it erupts. Like, I don't think we said it specifically, but it will erupt fire. It is so cool. So I was so happy that they were able to see that, and then that's what ended, like, their big shebang of 2 weeks in Japan. And that's exactly how I pictured it when I was planning it. I'm like, because I need them. So for those of you that are planning a Japan trip from America, from the U.S. to Japan, the jet lag takes about a week to kind of get used to the body. So I needed to make sure that they were going to be fully awake for the ending of the show. And that's why I put it at the end versus in the beginning. Like when we went to Disneyland, that was the beginning. But for this one, I wanted them to make it all the way to the end. So that's why I planned it the last day, so that you guys had already gotten through your jet lag and you could make it to the end of the day. So that was part of my brilliant planning.
Yeah, and everyone did because
real.
It was the first day in Tokyo. We had, I'm not going to say a name, but we had someone crying.
They were tired.
That they were tired.
Yeah. For sure. So we had to make sure.
No. Oh, Mew Mew.
They know what they mean. One Mew Mew. Anywho, but yeah, that was brilliantly planned from Wawa. This Wawa over here.
Yeah. Yes, she did great, guys. Yeah. Like, honestly, we always tell my sister she's the best planner ever because she thinks of all the things that, like, I wouldn't have thought about. Jet lag. I would have just been like, oh, this day works? Okay, cool.
Yeah. We actually didn't even want to leave. Like, I was rewatching my vlog,
Uh-huh.
and we're still there, like just
lingering
around.
Oh yeah. So I bought the kids balloons. So
Yeah.
that's something Lily always wants one, and I'm like, nah, you don't need one. But because she was with her cousins, I thought like this would be such a special moment.
Yeah.
So Cammy in her little Aurora dress, Lily in her little dress, Pops, my other nephew with his little like Mickey shirt. I was like, I need to get them balloons. So they got those iconic balloons that Disney sells, the ones that are clear, and then in the inside they have the little Mickey heads. So I got them those balloons, and then I forced them to take a picture with me.
Yes.
So I was like, I'm going to remember this forever, so you all come over here and hug me.
Oh, yes.
And it was the end of the day, and they were so sweet. They came and they hugged me, and they were like, thank you for the balloons. They were so nice.
My favorite sister moment of the day was... Of that day only, or like Japan in general?
Ooh, should we do takeaways of overall? Because this one closed our 2 weeks.
Yes,
overall. For sure. Okay, so to close off the DisneySea one, the balloons is how we ended the day. So we got the kids the balloons. We took some last minute pictures. And then we walked to our cars, and I was a little bit teary-eyed.
Yeah, we didn't want to go.
Yeah, because I was going to miss them. I knew that was the end. Like, they were going to go back to the U.S., so I was a little bit sad. Yeah. But, okay, that wraps the DisneySea piece. But I do want to hear what you all think. The 2-week journey.
Honestly, and I say this, and I feel like I sound like a broken record, but I owe a lot of the way I'm living now, like... just living more presently in the moment, like letting go of things that no longer serve me. Like I do feel like I owe a lot of that to that trip, you guys. Aww. Like it has shaped all my decisions from that trip to now, and I'm just like, oh, this no longer serves me, goodbye, you're done. Like Japan just has opened my eyes to like all these new possibilities that you don't have to live on this like hamster wheel. Like I don't know, you have to be there to understand what I mean. And it really did. The temples made a big impact on that. Just the meditation itself, like going into the temples and meditating, I feel like that changed my perspective on life. And I say this to Laura too. I've said this before. Like I do feel like it has shaped me from like who I am now to what I was before.
To me, same. I prioritize my mental health a lot more. And taking care of myself, of like meditating and just having that as my like routine.
Yeah, like you prioritize it now.
Because I used to do it like now and then, but now it's like a routine where I do take the time to meditate and self-reflect in my journey. But my favorite part was the laughter.
Oh yeah.
In general, like. It brought so much laughter and joy like... Yeah. I've never laughed so hard. Yeah.
We just embraced the joy.
Crying, laughing.
Yeah. You're saying that and I'm remembering like the certain moments like Nora and like the running and just like all the calzone. Like
I do feel like it brought us closer together. Don't you guys think? Because ever since then, like we told Yessie if she wanted to join our podcast. Like I felt like we had a lot to share. It really, I do feel like it brought us a lot closer together as sisters too.
Yeah, I think so too. And you know, one of my favorite moments, you guys are not even going to think this is my favorite moment, but it was Mount Fuji.
Me too.
I don't know why. I just felt like with you guys there and like looking at that huge like Mount Fuji, like a freaking beautiful natural like thing in this world that everyone takes pictures, that I remember like in elementary being like, oh, this is in Japan, this is in like another part of the world that I'm never gonna see.
Wow.
And like then we were just there, like it's so crazy like how far we've come. And
not just us, like your guys' kids and your families.
What we were able to show them, like something that we never would have imagined like we could see. Even when I looked at it, I told myself when I was little like, oh, I'm never gonna get to see, but then I was like, well, I hope I do, but I don't know how.
One of my favorite quotes that Lily told you that I still to this day like I'm memorized by her intelligence is that she told you, thank you for showing us the world, Mama.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that's so sweet.
For her to be 4 years old.
To say that.
Yeah,
Like,
say that and like place her gratitude
Yeah.
of like knowing that she's in Japan and seeing all this awesome stuff and thanking her mom.
Yeah. And that was in
And then I was like, yeah, girl, thank you for showing us the world. I hear
same girl.
Sincerely, I told her to.
I have that recorded, by the way. It caught me off guard because I was taking a video of a pretty, like, of a scenery. Yeah, like, it was like an ocean or something. And I love that Lily notices little things like me because I love just, like, nature. So I was recording, and then she said that, and I, like, zoomed on her because I know she was going to say something, and she said that, and it caught me off guard. I was like, oh, thank you, Lily. Like, that is... Like, that's such a mature thing for her to say.
Exactly.
And so unexpected. Yeah, I still watch that video. Like, if I'm ever a little down, like, I always think, like, oh, my little Lily. Like, she loves me and appreciates me and, like, everything I do. And honestly, it was so fun to do it with you all. I think, overall, Japan has helped me see the small things. Like, if I ever see a Japanese person pulling out their phone, I will wait for them to leave and then take a picture of whatever they were taking a picture of, because they're so good at noticing little things. So it could be like a little flower that they stop to take a picture of, and so I'll wait. Now I know, like, if they're stopping and taking a picture, it must be beautiful. So I'll stop and I'll wait, and then I'll be like, what are they looking at? Oh, it's this pretty flower, and I'll take a picture too.
I love that. Yeah,
So-
you're stopping and selling the roses, and I think we all took that big takeaway with us, like being more present. I think I was always posting. If you guys remember, I was posting all the time. Like, if it was something dumb and during the day, I would post. And then I stopped after Japan because I was like, what am I doing? I'm not, like, posting for people. Like, and I still take videos. I still take a bunch of photos, but they're for me. Like, I'm like, I don't know. It just made me slow down in, like, all these random ways. It made
you be happy internally.
Exactly.
Versus, like, happy with external things. I think that's what Japan did to me too. Like, in the 2 years that I was there, it's like, what makes me happy internally versus, like, showing everyone how happy I am. How do I truly feel inside?
Okay, the only thing that I remember language-wise is arigatou gozaimasu. What is some Japanese that you still know today?
I still remember arigatou gozaimasu, and I say it correctly now. And also sumimasen is my favorite word. Sumimasen, sumimasen. So that means I'm sorry. It means excuse me. It means...
Sorry, I was remembering when you stepped on the guy who had a broken leg.
That's why I remember it so much now, because I don't know if our listeners remember, but in a previous episode I shared my experience where I was backing up on Lily's stroller and I rolled over a guy's foot that was already on crutches. I'm sorry to laugh, but I rolled
like
over
jumping
his
in
foot,
one leg, like.
and I...
Oh my god. American to the max.
And then I said arigatou gozaimasu, which is thank you so much.
Just picture my sister Laura with a freaking stroller.
Yeah.
That's big in Japan.
For sure. By Japan standards, it's huge. It didn't even fit in the Japan, like, section.
Yes.
Because it was so big.
She was, like,
and then she
trying
tells
to squeeze
him
in.
Thank you after she runs over his foot. Like,
I know. So that's why I learned sumimasen. So sumimasen, it means, like, I'm so sorry. It means excuse me. It could mean so many things. So that word, I would say even more than arigatou gozaimasu, because it's showing courtesy, like, for all the things.
Okay.
So sumimasen, arigatou gozaimasu. I also know how to say, hi, nice to meet you. My name is Laura. And it's, dozo yoroshiku onegai shimasu, Laura desu.
Ooh.
So something like that.
Finger claps.
Period.
Finger claps, something like that. But I love Japan. I'm so happy that you guys were able to explore it with me and that you guys were able to be there those 2 fabulous weeks. Even with me, even though I've been to some places, I still saw something new in every single place. So thank you all for trusting me and going across the world to visit me in a completely different country.
Yes, guys, it wouldn't have happened without her. So we owe it all to her and her hubby for driving us around like queens.
Oh yeah,
like
we
passenger
queens.
princesses.
We were in our carriages.
Yes, for sure.
Yes, like
White
Lily
carriage.
said, thank you for showing us the world.
Exactly.
Aww.
And with that being said,
Somos hermanas, and together we are Driven Latinas.